Hi, I'm Dave,
And I'm Tavia.
and this is D&T Travels. Today, we're going to give you some tips for first-time cruisers. We're going to go ahead and jump right in with our first tip. Pack light. Whenever you come aboard a cruise ship, you're going to be inundated with a lot of different things. And one of the things you're going to see is people lugging around all their luggage. You don't want to do that. The reason why is you're going to be hungry, you're going to be probably a little irritable if you didn't eat your breakfast that morning. So by packing light, you're going to be able to maneuver around the boat a lot easier and get to the Lido deck where the food is and get filled up. If you have your bags, it's just going to be real clunky for you to get around and get to the food and start having fun.
That's a great tip. And that kind of leads into tip number 2 for me, which is if there's an option for you to get an upgrade where you can get on the boat earlier, definitely invest in that. This way you're able to put your things in your cabin a little bit earlier. You can avoid the crowd and you can also get to the fun a little bit faster.
Absolutely. I definitely like it when you can jump in front and get to the fun faster by, having that faster to the fun type experience is definitely an awesome thing. Number 3, I would say to pack patience. When you're going to get aboard the boat, before you get aboard, you're going to get checked in by a lot of different people. They're going to want to see your ID. They're going to want to make sure that you don't have anything you shouldn't have being brought into the boat. So just know that it's going to take a little bit of time to get on the boat. So pack patience. Know that everybody wants to have fun. Everybody's there for mostly the same reason. So just relax and just enjoy the whole entire experience.
I like that tip. So tip number 4, I'm going to kind of piggyback off of that one, and that would be to make sure that you let the front desk know if you have any medical needs. This will also help create a more smoother experience for you. Myself, I'm diabetic, so I always have to let the staff know to have the little mini refrigerator so that I can put my insulin in, and also a specialty meal, knowing what to cook for me during dinner and lunch.
Absolutely. You'll find the staff on most cruise ships that I've experienced are very accommodating to your needs. Number 5, eat a good breakfast. That kind of goes back to number 3. If you eat a good breakfast, you're going to probably be able to be more patient with people. Eat a good breakfast because it may be a couple hours before you're going to get on board that boat and get to the great food that's going to be on your cruise ship. So I would recommend, eating your eggs or pancakes or whatever you like to eat for breakfast prior to getting in line to board the ship.
I like that tip, Dave, and I think that number 6 will really help with the irritability, which is to travel the day before if you can. That is a lot of driving or a lot of flying and a lot of stress on you to get to your cruise ship by the departure time. By traveling in the day before and staying near the port, it will help alleviate some of that stress and also help to make sure that you're eating before you get onto the boat.
Very cool. Next, number 7, take some motion sickness medicine. No matter how many times you've gone on a plane or maybe you've driven in a car, when you're on a cruise ship, it's just a little bit different feeling. So I would recommend that you take some motion sickness medicine prior to getting on board. This way, you can kind of help alleviate any possible bad feelings that you may have in your stomach or in your head that will prevent you from having a good time. Because once you're on the boat, if you get seasickness, it's really hard to kind of turn that ship around within your body. But if you take that motion sickness prior to and you feel like you don't need it, then you can always stop. But at least try it in the beginning. Also, if you do get seasickness, try to sip on a little apple juice. On one of the cruises that we went on, one of the staff told us that by drinking a little apple juice, it'll help alleviate some of the symptoms of motion sickness. So I would definitely recommend, if you do get a little bit of seasickness, to drink some apple juice.
I like that tip. Tip number 8 for me might seem a little obvious, but we had some issues with it. Dress for where you're departing from. We depart mainly from Miami. The first cruise that we took was in February, and it was very cold where we were at, and I wore jeans and a sweater, but by the time I got down to Miami, it was really hot. So dress from where you're departing from. That will help with the comfortability and also help with any possible irritability that you might have.
Oh yeah, if it's 30 degrees where you're at, but 80 degrees where you're going, go ahead and throw the shorts on. Let them know you about to have a good time. It's all right. When you get there, hey,
Yeah.
you're gonna be right.
That's right.
Number 9, I would say while you're on the ship, this is your first time on the cruise, maybe you're going to new places you've never been before, try the new foods. They're going to give you a lot of different things and a lot of different options on the menu. Don't be afraid to try new things, but also don't feel like you have to order every single thing on the menu. Don't overeat, because when you overeat and you're on the ship, you're just going to feel miserable. Not to say that you shouldn't eat when you're hungry, definitely do that. But when you try to order 5 entrees just because you can, it's a recipe for an upset stomach. So just don't do it.
Yeah, it is.
The food is always going to be there. So when you're hungry, there's almost always something open on the ships that they have now.
That is a fantastic tip. And my tip number 10, which will round out our tips for first-time cruisers, use the app. Use the app that is provided to you by your cruise line, or the material that's provided to you by your cruise line. What we found on our first cruise is that there was so much stuff to do that it ended up being that we needed a vacation from our vacation because we wanted to try everything. You're not going to be able to really get into everything, but maybe circle or highlight things that look of interest to you and kind of plan it out that way. It's the tools that they provide to you is very helpful, and will help give you a better overall experience over there. They have so much stuff to do, and you'll definitely have fun on the cruise ship.
Awesome. Well, that's our top 10 tips for first-time cruisers.
Yep.
Hey, if you would do us a favor and just like us so you can get the next update, subscribe to us, and let us know your comments down below on what you think people should know about the first time when they go on a cruise.
Absolutely.